sponsor the initial 3 years of these awards. And so we thank Sagicor Group Limited, NCB Financial Group Limited, Scotiabank Group Limited, and Grace Kennedy Limited for continuing to demonstrate the strength of this partnership and by being the premier sponsors for these awards, and they will do that again next year. We wish also to recognize the Jamaica Stock Exchange, and might I say, the 2018 best performing exchange in the world, who came also on board to support this initiative by being one of our special sponsors. Other sponsors, Proven Investment Limited and Business Access, we thank you all for supporting these awards. For 2018, these voluntary awards saw 16 public bodies participating in the competition. This reflects a 25% increase in entrants over our inaugural awards last year. This augurs well for governance in the public sector, and as such, it is important that we recognize these entities that applied. I therefore call upon the Minister without Portfolio in the Ministry of Finance and Public Service, the Honourable Fable Williams, to come forward and present each public body with a certificate of participation. Minister. And I'm going to ask a representative from each entity, public body, to come forward. Aerotel Limited. Airports Authority of Jamaica. Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission. This is Airport Authorities coming forward now. Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica. Development Bank of Jamaica. Exim Bank. Factories Corporation of Jamaica. Housing Agency of Jamaica. Can I have a representative from the ministry? Nobody's here from the Housing Agency. Thank you very much, Minister Williams. And I now invite Ambassador Douglas Saunders to present the other certificate of participation. Ambassador Saunders. Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation. Jamaica Mortgage Bank. National Health Fund. National Housing Trust. Norman Manley International Airport. Office of Utilities Regulation. And the Port Authority of Jamaica. Thank you very much, Ambassador Saunders. Congratulations to all public bodies who entered the competition. You are all winners on the governance journey, and we encourage you to continue enhancing your governance processes and systems. These awards would not be possible without the dedicated, hardworking, and diligent Johnny panel, which I chair. They all gave tirelessly of their time and talent by ensuring the veracity and transparency of the evaluation process. And I therefore just ask each person to stand as I call their name. Ms. Simone Pearson, representing the Corporate Governance Committee. Ms. Audrey Thomas, representing the Ministry of Finance. Mrs. Sandra Wright, representing Cabinet Office. Mrs. Dr. Indiana Mintakoy, representing Mona School of Business and Academia, and the two members of the public who unfortunately are not here today, Mrs. Anne-Marie Roden and Mr. Douglas Oreen. On behalf of the panel, we would also like to thank the PSOJ team, especially Cheryl Barnes, who remained behind the scenes, providing the critical support that we required. So let me now share with you the background of these awards. These volunteer awards actually cover the fiscal year, the 1st of April 2017 to the 31st of March 2018. As done in similar global awards and our own GSE Corporate Governance Awards, each entrant was asked to complete an application form, which was submitted along with 2 annual reports and other supporting governance documents. The information presented would be firstly considered for 4 category awards, which we will announce shortly: board composition, functions and structure, corporate governance policies, procedures and practices, compliance and disclosure of information, and risk management and measurement and management and internal controls. Each public body annual report and website were used to complement the review process. For the annual report award, the judging panel looked for the annual report that best captured governance and financial information along with operational performance and disclosure information. While for the website, judges reviewed in detail the content, layout, usability, interactivity, and functionality of the website. This morning, we will be therefore recognizing through special awards the public body with the best annual report and the best website. This year, the judging panel also commenced the process with a detailed review of each application received and the documents submitted. Each entity was scored for the 4 categories, and a second review was conducted by another judge. Where there were wide score variances of more than 5%, a third judge was asked to assess the particular entity. After this review phase, points were tallied and the top entrants emerged. This year, the scores were close, so we had 6 top contenders for the next phase. The next important phase for the panel was to invite each of the 6 public bodies for an interview, with the ultimate objective being determining how corporate governance was being practiced in the organization. And I might dare say this is probably the most important part of the process, because it's not just about having the documents and having the processes and the systems. We want to ensure the spirit of corporate governance is also practiced within the organization. Each entrant that was in the top 6 were asked clarifying questions in terms of their submission. Then they were asked similar key questions. And friends, this is when the competition really got very interesting and very close. After the interview phase, the panel moved into the final phase and deliberated on responses and scores, taking the following issues into consideration: the strategic performance of at the top of the entity, the transient nature of public sector boards, the extent to which all parts of the public body operate in harmony and governance best practices were being maintained. The scores, again, were extremely close and really reflect the challenge the judges had in determining the winner. But in the end, the panel was able to unanimously confirm the category winners, the annual report and website winner, and the overall winner. Additionally, this year, we introduced the second runner-up recognition for each award, so you will also hear that this morning. We didn't have that last year. In the panel's trust to continue to support enhanced corporate governance practices, we also added a new feature this year. And what we did is that we randomly selected a public body who entered this for the first time but was not in the top 6, and a public body who entered last year but was not in the top 6, to bring them in for interviews also, so that we could discuss with them and go through the governance processes and help to strengthen their own internal systems. And I must tell you that we received positive feedback from the public bodies in this regard. Let me now take this opportunity just to share with you 4 general observations that the judging panel had from its findings. First of all annual reports that were submitted in October have not yet been tabled in Parliament by the responsible minister, notwithstanding their timely submission on the 31st of July, 2018 by the public bodies. Ministers, we really urge you to speak with your other ministers to move quickly and table these reports so that stakeholders can be kept current on the governance and operations of public bodies. And I might say, last year, the annual report award winner, the public body that won that award, their annual report was only tabled in Parliament and placed on their website in late September, October this year. We have to make changes in that regard, ministers. Secondly, what was quite clear for us also is that there's a lack of awareness of the requirements of the PBME Act and the Corporate Governance Framework, especially in relation to annual report requirements and the roles and responsibilities of boards of directors. We therefore consider it important that directors undergo appropriate corporate governance training upon board appointment so they can have a better understanding of their roles and responsibilities, as well as some of the basic concepts, regulations, and reasoning around required corporate governance requirement. We therefore wish to recommend that this training should be mandatory for every director who is appointed to a public body. Thirdly, we need to move speedily in finalizing the required regulations for the nomination, selection, and appointment of directors that the minister so eloquently spoke about. And this is something that we strongly support. And any assistance that is required from us in this regard, Minister, we stand ready to support. Fourthly, all entities interviewed, every entity, confirmed that robust corporate governance practices have assisted them in resisting any political or otherwise interference. This has assisted entities in developing confidence in how they go about their business transparently. And I think that's very important because that will help in the strengthening of our governance processes. So based on our overall review, we're seeing where significant strides have been made in establishing corporate governance practices, but much more work is still to be done, as governance is a journey. We are therefore very pleased to announce that after consultation with the PSOJ, we will be introducing another special award next year, the President's Award. And that award will go to the most improved public body in corporate governance. So we have another award, guys, for you to work towards. And we know this will continue to incentivize the public sector. In closing, on behalf of the judges, we thank you for the opportunity to serve, and based on our review, we continue to be encouraged by some of the positive corporate governance work and practices that are being done in the public sector. We therefore expect that in the future, we will continue to see an increase in the number of entrants. As done last year, we will be hosting a workshop in the first quarter of the new year to share with public bodies some of the challenges and opportunities we noted as we went through the process. As we continue the governance journey, we encourage board of directors to act responsibly and lead by example. As a country, we have guidelines, regulations, legislations, indicating how we should practice corporate governance. So it is now the time for us to hold those who disregard these requirements accountable, as we cannot legislate good behavior without enforcement. Overall, the judging panel continues to be very optimistic about the future of corporate governance in the public sector, as this can only rebound to the efficiency of public bodies and our country overall. Let us therefore continue to work together in partnership, public and private, to make Jamaica the place of choice to work, live, raise families, and do business. Thank you, and congratulations to all the winners.
Not so fast, Greta, not so fast. I'm going to ask her to stay as we move straight into the awards, which I'm going to invite the Director of Communications and Public Relations from the Ministry of Finance and Public Service to present. Please welcome Elaine Oxamendi-Visset.
I will now hand her the envelope.
Ta-da-da-da. Okay, so good morning, everyone. So the task is mine to announce the winners in the various categories. Firstly, the PSOJ, in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a very good example of a successful public-private partnership. We are pleased to announce and recognize the winners of the various 2018 Public Sector Corporate Governance Awards. We thank all public sector entities who entered and look forward to greater participation next year. The first award is the Board Composition, Function and Structure Award. The award is sponsored by the National Commercial Bank, and I now invite Mr. Brian Booth, Head of Retail Banking, to come forward to make these presentations. This award is given to the entity that best demonstrates good corporate governance practices as articulated in the Corporate Governance Framework and other regulations. The second runner-up for this award is the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica. What trade secrets? The first runner-up for this award is Jamaica Mortgage Bank Limited. There we have it. The lady will accept the award. He's here for the photo op. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2018 Corporate Governance Award for Board Composition, Function and Structure is National Health Fund. I wonder if he'll be here for the photo op as well. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Mr. Booth, for your participation and sponsorship, and congratulations to the winners. The second award is the Corporate Governance Policies, Procedures and Practices Award. This award is sponsored by the Grace Kennedy Group Limited, and I now invite Ms. Catherine Kennedy, Head of Business Intelligence and Cross-Selling to come forward and make these presentations. This award assesses the extent to which specific recommended corporate governance policies, procedures, and practices in relation to the operation of the board have been implemented. The second runner-up for this award is Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. No ladies seated at that table? Oh, flying it solo, flying it solo. I know, I know. The first runner-up for this award is National Health Fund. Okay, so this is flying solo also. Wonderful. National Health Fund, congratulations on being first runner-up. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the 2018 Corporate Governance Award for Corporate Governance Policies, Procedures, and Practices is Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation. Yes, Antoinette, it's really you. Wonderful. Thank you, JDIC. Thank you, Ms. Kennedy, for your participation and sponsorship, and congratulations to the winners. The third award is the Compliance and Disclosure of Information Award. This award is sponsored by the Sagicor Group Limited, and I now invite Mr. Willard Brown, Executive Vice President, Employee Benefits, to come forward and make these presentations. This award examines the public body's compliance with the statutory requirements of the Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act and other required legislations and regulations. That's the force that you bring, Mr. Brown. Okay. The second runner-up for this award is National Health Fund. Who will it be from NHF? Congratulations. The first runner-up for this award is Development Bank of Jamaica. Milverton is calling for support, ladies. Fabulous. Mr. Brown has to say. It's your own, man. Hold it, hold it. Wonderful. Thank you, DBJ. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2017 Corporate Governance Award for Compliance and Disclosure of Information is Exim Bank Limited. Congratulations, Exim Bank. Thank you very much, Mr. Brown, for your participation and sponsorship, and congratulations to the winners. The fourth award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Risk Measurement and Management of Internal Control Awards. This award is sponsored by the Scotia Bank Group Limited. And I now invite Mr. Perrin Gale, Senior Vice President, Corporate and Commercial Banking, to come forward and make these presentations. This award assesses whether the public body has appropriate internal control policies and systems such as a risk management policy and internal audit functions. The second runner-up for this award is Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. Not flying solo this time. No, couldn't do it. The first runner-up for this award is Jamaica Mortgage Bank Limited. You're taking a different lady with you this time. You have it like that, I heard you, yes. Wonderful. Congratulations, Jamaica Mortgage Bank. And the winner of the 2018 Corporate Governance Award for Risk Measurement and Management and Internal Controls is Development Bank of Jamaica. Also taking a different lady. You have it like that, not true? Of course. Congratulations. Congratulations, DBJ. Thank you very much, Mr. Perrin Gale, for your participation and sponsorship, and congratulations to the winners. The fifth award is the Best Annual Report Award. This special award is sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange Limited. And I now invite Mrs. Marlene Street, the Managing Director, to come forward and make these presentations. This special award recognizes the public body whose annual report best reflects simplicity, consistency, clarity, and conciseness in providing stakeholders with adequate corporate governance information and the entity's strategic operations over the review period. And the second runner-up for this award is JDIC, Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation. Oh, keep the applause going for Marjorie, man. They know they work very hard on this annual report. I get the feeling JDIC did not expect to win anything. They're all coming up here a little, oh my God, we really won something. Thank you, JDIC. The first runner-up for this award goes to Office of Utilities and Regulations. Congratulations, OUR. Thank you, OUR. And the winner of the 2018 Corporate Governance Award for Best Annual Report is DBJ. Congratulations to DBJ. A lot of work went into this. The whole table erupted. Thank you, DBJ. We congratulate all winners and we thank Mrs. Street Forest, but we ask you to remain on the platform, Mrs. Street Forest, for the presentation of the next award. Ready to run away. The sixth award is the Best Website Award. This special award is sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange Limited. And, as on the platform, Mrs. Marlene Street Forest, Managing Director, will be making these presentations. This special award recognizes a public body whose website provides relevant content, has a clear layout, has usability, interactivity, and functionality, and also is aesthetically pleasing and appealing and has readable information. And we all know that that's important to our website. The second runner-up for this award is Exim Bank Limited. Congratulations to Exim Bank. The first runner-up for this award is the Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica. Yes, that would be you, yes. Commission of Jamaica. You can borrow a lady if you want. You can borrow Minister Williams if you want. Minister Williams is coming up, so you don't feel left out, Cordell. There you go. Thank you, Minister. He's not prepared to fly solo. Oh, look at that. Cheeky. Thank you, Minister. Thank you. And the winner of the 2018 Corporate Governance Award for the best website is National Health Fund. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Thank you very much, and congratulations, NHF. Thank you, Mrs. Street Forest, for your participation and sponsorship, and congratulations to all the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the final award and overall winner of the 2018 Public Sector Corporate Governance Award for Excellence in Public Sector Corporate Governance. I now invite the Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. the Honorable Nigel Clark, and the President of PSOJ, Mr. Howard Mitchell, to come forward and jointly make the presentation of this prestigious award. Ladies and gentlemen, the final award and overall winner will be presented by the Minister and the President. This award is given to the public entity that, in the opinion of the judges, has demonstrated and practiced overall good corporate governance practices. I almost feel like to say, any guesses? Can we all shout out who the winner is? But no, you'll just have to wait. I'm going to consult this little paper that I got in the envelope. Yeah? A Steve Harvey moment? I don't think so. No. No, no, no. And the winner, a drum roll, please. There you go. I like it when we're involved. Of the 2018 Public Sector Corporate Governance Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance is... Something just got to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. National Health Fund. The whole table should come up, man. Wonderful. Congratulations. All smiles. Congratulations. Photo ops for everyone. This is a paparazzi moment. Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations again to National Health Fund. Thank you, Minister Clark. President, Mr. Mitchell, we would invite you to remain on the platform to make some presentations to the members of the judging panel. And we now invite all the judges who are here present to come forward on the platform. Ms. Simpson Pearson, Ms. Audrey Thomas, Mrs. Sandra Wright, Dr. Indiana Minter-Coy, and Ms. Greta Bogues. Please come forward to the platform now. Audrey Thomas, your name is up first. Audrey in the black skirt. Perfect. There you go. Who's next? Who's next? Give me the... Please, panelists, please all come up and then you will be presented. Please stay, Ms. Thomas. You're required for the photo op. Lord Jesus, Audrey, say yes, yes. You have on your photo face today. Come on. On the other side. Gifts in hand, photo op moment, President. They're wonderful. A round of applause to all the panelists. They did this in a fair and equitable manner. No gender balance. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you very much, Mr. Mitchell.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've come almost to the end of this function. I'm going to invite the CEO of the National Health Fund. He's actually down here as the winner for 2017. But we now know they're also the winners for 2018. Please welcome Mr. Everton Anderson.
Morning, everyone. Honorable ministers, all protocol observers, morning. I had two speeches, one for 2017, one for 2018. So the 2017 one is left down here. Thank you very much, PSOG. Let me thank all involved this morning. You must agree it's a very good morning. We've had a very pleasant morning, and for the NHF team at the back, a very, very pleasant morning. Let me thank our Master of Ceremonies. I think you deputized well, and we didn't miss Mr. Oren, but don't tell him that. I think Mr. Howard Mitchell has always been strident and clear in his views on governance. I want to thank you not only for your participation here today, but for your comments out there on a weekly basis about governance. You help to keep the topic alive. To Mr. Mark Golden, who left us, I think he was clear that he is in unison with the minister about where we ought to be going, and we are grateful for his support, not only today, but we anticipate even greater support in the future. Ms. Caroline O'Connor and the team from Ministry of Finance, we thank you for your participation. Minister Clark, I know that you're personally invested in corporate governance and you're absolutely serious. We thank you for making those statements because it makes us feel empowered and protected. To the PSOJ and the Ministry of Finance, we thank you for these awards. Mrs. Elaine Oxamend-Visset, for not only announcing, but announcing correctly. And we hope you'll be the announcer next year again. We are indeed at a pivotal time in our country. And over the last 2 weeks, I feel like we're dealing with a two-edged sword. So now we have issues of petrojam and governance emerging, and now we have this wonderful awards that we're dealing with this morning. But I think as a country, we need to use it as an opportunity. Because for those of us who serve in public life, there are just so many of us who want good, who want the best for Jamaica. And Greta, I know that you've invested a lot of time and energy along with the PSOJ. So let me commend you, let me commend all 16 public bodies who participated. I think that Minister Clark, with great boards and great management, the potential and the opportunities are unlimited for Jamaica. So we look forward to you naming great boards and to management being brave to really stand up for the things that are right. I want to close quoting from Pilgrim's Progress, Enroll Barrow. Though with great difficulty I have come hither, yet I will not repent me the trouble I have taken. The road ahead may be difficult, but let us commit to all working together, because I think that Jamaica will be great with this type of governance that we're practicing. Thank you very much.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, all that's left for me to do is to thank you all for coming. We know that you are very busy. Minister Williams, Minister Clark, I want to especially acknowledge you. I know you weren't on the program, but thank you very much for being here, Minister Williams. All of us, we're approaching a season. For me, I call it Christmas. Those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, winter solstice, whatever you want to call it, enjoy the cooler air, the friendlier Jamaicans you see on the road, except for the taxi drivers. I wish for you all a great time over the coming few weeks. God bless you all. Traveling mercies to us all. Have a good day. Could the winners of trophies please come forward? The winners of trophies, please come forward to collect the boxes for your, what are those, statuettes?
wide? Andy, yes, 7:30 this evening. I don't think you can't come. So you're not coming? Oh, okay. I know that. I know. Um, 1C Norbrook Road. 1C Norbrook Road. Yeah. Norbrook Shuttle.